All right, panel, let's see what you can do with our second challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please? Joyce Vidbell, is that right? Is it Miss or Mrs.? Mrs. Vidbell, and where are you from?
Wyndham, New York.
Wyndham, New York. Fine. Mrs. Vidbell, the panel. Now, will you come over here, please, and sit down. Do you know how we keep score? Wait just a sec. See, we can help things along a little bit. There we are. Do you know how we keep score?
Yes.
You do? Every time you can give a no answer, I'll flip a card. 10 no's, and you've won the game. All set?
All right.
All right, then let's let everybody at home, those here with us, know exactly what your line is. Mrs. Vidbell is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Bennett Cerf.
Miss Vidbell, I'd like to ask you a question, if I may. I never heard of Wyndham, New York. What's the nearest big city to Wyndham?
Hudson or Kingston, I think, would be.
Oh, is it somewhere along the Hudson Valley?
Albany, about 30 miles south of Albany.
Do you do your work in Wyndham? Or near Wyndham?
No.
That's 1 down and 9 to go. That makes it Miss Kilgallen.
Is the type of work that you do work that could be done in almost any city in the United States?
Yes.
It could be, but this would presuppose that you would have a great deal of latitude in finding a place to do it in any city in the United States.
I don't get that, John.
You will when we get to the end of this, darling. I mean, it's not impossible to perform the duty in any city in the United States. At the same time, there would be requirements that would require latitude in searching out the place to do it.
I see. Do you work with other people in what you do?
Yes.
But here again, I mean, are you asking specifically, are other people vital and necessary to the performance of the task?
No,
Because
just
I think,
are they around at the time?
there'll be some people around, yeah.
Do people ever watch you when you do what you're doing? Could they be termed an audience?
Yes.
Is there anything difficult about what you do? I mean, is it something that everybody on this panel couldn't do?
I doubt it.
I think that there is something rather difficult about what...
Does it require some physical ability?
Yes, I would say it does.
Do you move about in your work?
Yes. A great
Would you
deal.
be likely to do it in an arena or some sort of an enclosure to which the public would come, a rather large one? Larger than a theater?
Yes.
Would you consider yourself an athlete?
An athlete? No, I wouldn't think so. This does not rule out that Mrs. Vidbell may have substantial athletic ability, but I don't think
I
we
was
call her
thinking
an
track or something like that.
No, it isn't that, Dorothy. All right, Mr. Mitchner?
Would a group of sailors on shore leave enjoy watching you do what you do? Yes. Would they be permitted to watch you do what you do?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Would they have to pay admission to see you? Yes. Does anybody see you? Does everybody who watches you have to pay admission?
Well, there's a certain amount of paper in every house.
We're assuming that this is a going concern, yes.
It's a going concern, and we can assume that wherever possible, they will pay, or if the management has to say they all will.
Do you wear a costume when you're doing what you do?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, let's take the times that you do wear it.
I rush here to say that we specifically mean that Mrs. Vidbell does not always wear a costume. She can work in other than a costume as such.
I see, but if she... Well, that's exactly where I was before.
Yeah.
But if she wore this costume, would I recognize it as such?
In a general way, I would think you might, yes.
Does she stand still while she's doing this?
No. No. That's 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
You did awfully well there.
Oh, yeah.
Is there something that has locomotion that you operate with?
Yeah.
Is it other than an animal? I asked the wrong question, didn't I?
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Sir.
Then you do some work with animals. Said he jumping right into the breach.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Would the animals that you work with be 4-legged creatures? Could you sit astride one of these animals if occasion
Yeah.
warranted?
Yeah.
Would the animals be horses?
No. 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Gilgallen.
Would they be bigger than horses?
Yes.
Are they rather prickly when you sit on them?
You might want to argue this later,
Well,
but
I'll tell you what I mean if you'd
All
like
right,
me to
what do you
explain.
mean?
Elephants,
you do.
yes. I rode an elephant in a
Well,
circus once.
Mr. Shidbell says they keep them shaved all the time. But if you meant elephants, Dorothy, we'll have to say yes.
Well, that's what I did. I rode one once for charity in Madison Square Garden, and I tell
That's
you...
why they were prickly.
I can't resist this. I really shouldn't do it, but that one you rode forgot to get his Remington electric shaver. It
Well,
is
then,
elephant.
Mrs. Vidbell is an elephant rider?
That isn't adequate.
Oh, I'm
Dorothy, sorry. I'm going to have to flip the card on that. That's 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Mitchell.
You work with elephants, then we take it.
Present company accepted.
Yes. You are an elephant trainer.
Right. Where do you do all this elephant work? I think probably Mr. Cerf wants to come and watch this.
Well, I work with the Hamid Morton Circus, and we will be at Palisades Park on April 12th.
And the shaving concession is open. Who would like to have it? Thank you very much, Mrs. Vidal. Nice to have you here.